There was something I'm looking for. I feel SC has too many system mechanics that are hard for new players to understand. True. I think the GI is like one of the coolest and most in-depth parries I've ever seen in a fighting game, in like probably the best and worst way possible, right? So GI is a parry that is I2, beats all normal attacks, all lows, all strikes and throws that are not break attacks and unblockables, right? All of them. Okay? But it has hit levels, and it has frame advantage and frame disadvantage depending on what hit level it was that you used, right? So say I GI and I get a level 1. I'm like plus 10, right? Or plus 8. I don't remember how much it is. And then, so there's 3 different blowbacks. There's like guys just like this, then there's like guy like further back, and there's guy like on the fucking ground because he got hit with a level 3 GI. What level 3 GI is it's a fast attack. If you use a fast attack, you get a lot of hit advantage. You get a lot of parry advantage, I should say. But if you use a slow attack and you GI it, if somebody uses a slow attack and you GI it, you get very little hit or parry advantage, whatever you want to call it, right? That is already difficult enough. Now mix in the fact that there's Soul Charge and Reversal Edge. It's daunting. The defensive options in this game are fucking daunting. The issue is that there's a lot of tech in the game that's not explained at all unless basically given by someone else. True, but like even Tekken doesn't have a problem explaining all of its tech. Like Tekken players explain the tech, and then Tekken it's been around for a lot longer. The problem with Soulcalibur is that things change every fucking game. We didn't have Soul Charge and Reverse Legend old games. We had GI, and there are some games where GI was based on hit level, and there was other games where it was based on what type of move you GI'd, whether it was a high, a mid, or a low. Plus 8, plus 16, plus 28 things, right? And then there was other instances where there was no levels at all. Soulcalibur 5 didn't have hit levels for GI. It was just you GI'd cool, you're like plus 30. You're just generically plus 30. Your opponent has to use a GI back or has to block the ensuing mix. Right, that was it. It was just a straight 50-50. It's not a straight 50-50 anymore for a lot of these situations. A level 3 GI, most of the time you had a straight 50-50. Level 2, level 1, no, there's so much nuance. So much nuance. Level 2, yeah, you can probably get like a 3AB. It's awesome. Or you can get like a Yoshi 3AA. Right? Stuff like that, it's cool. It's pretty tight. But it's just so hard for new players to learn. Yeah, that's what happens when new dev teams every game, but hopefully it'll be more consistent if there's a 7. I'm hoping they just remove hit level on GI. I just want high GI and low GI. So one covers highs and mids, one covers lows and mids. Okay, so if you can cover mids with both options, but you can cover highs with one option, lows with one option. That's all I want. And just no hit levels, just your generically maximum plus, generically plus 28. I don't even mind lethal hit. Right, lethal hit. Some people are like, "Wow, this is different. This is weird," because it's not like crush counters. Like a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's like a crush counter." Like, no, it's not like a crush counter. Crush counters are totally different. It's like fatal blow. It's like crushing blows. Crushing blows kind of totally. You like that though? I don't. I'm not a big fan of it. I think that it like. I guess like GIing something that's really fast. I like GI. You got GI and I'd be fine with different GIs though. Yeah, that's what I want. I just want high and mid GI and a mid and low GI. That's it. You have GI, you have Soul Charge, and you have Reversal Edge. That's a lot of defensive mechanics, and they all work so differently. Like I don't even want RE removed. I just want RE changed. Okay, if we get a Soulcalibur 7, for the love of God, just take after the fucking. There's 2 options. Someone made one of the best points I've ever heard about GI. They were like, not GI, Reverse Edge. They're like, why don't we just leave Reverse Edge in the game, but take it out of competitive? And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, well, that binding doesn't do anything unless you're. Hold on. I'll read that in a second. That binding only does something in single player mode. I'm like, well, competitive players are fine with GI. It's not. I mean, with RE, RE is not the problem, right? It's like these situations that happen because of RE and the amount of meter gain that you get from RE and how ambiguous it is. They need to just make it like a Tekken Power Crush. Just give everyone one revenge attack, whether it's a revenge low, a revenge mid, or revenge high, or revenge launcher, you know, whatever. Like balance around the strength of the character and what they need. Right? I think Zos getting like a sick ass revenge low would be cool. Like a revenge low that combos off curses with curses. You know what I'm saying? Right. So just give everyone like a revenge button, because revenge loses to lows and throws. And here's another thing you can do to fix revenge: make revenge lose to throws properly. Because revenge doesn't lose to throws properly the same way power crushes do. Reverse Ledge isn't good for new players anyway. For competitive players, I'm using RE save moves anyways. Like, unless you're tall, I'll go ahead and blow you up. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't think that it really helps anyone. It just exists. Like, yeah, there are people who like it, but I don't think that it should work the way that it does. Lethal hit realistically would be in the game without it. It would do the same thing just without the animation. Yeah, I don't think that lethal hits are needed in a way that they happen, but I don't mind lethal hits. Like, it kind of shows you what a character wants to do in certain ranges and how they want to play, and that's fine. Like, I don't mind crushing blows, I don't mind lethal hits. Those are offensive tools, actually, that make for cool comeback mechanics and spectator stuff. Reverse ledge isn't fun to watch. There was many times I got hit out of RE. Yeah, you can get out of RE. There's startup frames. It's I6. It is I6. Maybe not understand how it works. It's I6. So if someone's like plus 10 and then they use a 14 frame or whatever, then you can't RE. You get hit. Hey, if someone like gets you on a knockdown and they do an actual true meaty on wake up, on your wake up, like on Ogi, you can't GI it. I'm sorry, you can't RE it. You might be able to you can't even GI it technically. It's a force block. But there's a lot of situations where your meaty's wrong because it's online and all that stuff. And you can get GI because GI is like 2. But that's no problem. I have no problem with GI at all. I don't like the hit levels on GI. And I don't like the fact that so many characters get literally lethal hit or A plus B 50/50s on GI. That shit's annoying. Like, you get a level 3 GI as Keelik and you're just like, sweet, I'm in a 4B or A plus B. Yes. Oh, Cervantes, I'm in an A plus B or what is that? A slide B? Yes. Zos has one too, but his is kind of bad. You can actually react to the 6/6 B plus K. You can react to it. But I mean, if you're not reacting, you're playing online. Level 3 GI? Yes. You know, that's whack. I played people who only use RE and it confuses me, but it's funny to watch. I have a bunch of clips of it, of me literally sidestepping it for 60 seconds. Yeah, I've seen it too. Especially on PC. It's actually weirder. I see more people use, like, more low ranks on PC use RE than low ranks on PS4. Low ranks on PS4 will just try to mash out of stuff and then soul charge when they get the meter, but they won't RE as much. It's like the higher rank players that use a lot of RE. Like, I played a Siegfried earlier who was using a fuck ton of RE and he was A2. And then I played Incampario. I played Real Nightmare, whatever we're gonna call him. And he's like, he tried to use RE like 4 or 5 times, and he's A1, you know? RE is it's a good button. It is good when it works, but the problem is it has counterplay, which everything should, thank goodness. But that doesn't mean that when it lands, either player is happy. If you're happy your RE landed, you're a degenerate. RE sucks. Give us Power Crush. Give us like Revenge Edge, whatever you want to call it, and make it like Tekken Power Crushes. And make Revenge lose to throws proper. You can't tech a throw. Like, I know it'd be kind of crazy because you think of characters like Astaroth. Hey, thank you, Trap Boy Games. My birthday's actually tomorrow, but we'll count it for it today. I know that it's kind of crazy when you think of characters like Astaroth that can get mad damage off throws, and characters like Ivy who can literally kill you off a throw, like Summon Suffering and Kami Symphony are crazy buttons. Don't use a revenge button there, you know? Don't. It's ridiculous that you can use revenge and then still break the throw. The counterplay to revenge is multi-hit strings, those are throws. Multi-hit strings, those are throws. That is the counterplay. That's all I want. I just want them to fix reverse ledge. Like, if they fix reverse ledge, soul charge is fine, I guess. But I'd much rather just, you love Ivy? Ivy's pretty cool. I'd much rather just have Brave Edges back. Brave Edges were actually cool when they were a cool use of meter that didn't, like, you weren't using a full meter for it, right? You could choose to like extend a string that didn't have an extension. I'm sorry, that you could choose to extend a string with Brave Edge or not, making it a mind game on like defense and a mind game on offense too, right? Like Keelik or Shiba 3B, right? Shiba had 3B A plus B plus K or whatever, and that was the mix-up. If you go to punish 3B, he just does 3B A plus B plus K, and you got hit, and he gets a full combo off it. He lands a 3B rock, he gets a full combo off it. He does a 3B and doesn't use, I think there's an AGI after it too. He does something like that and doesn't use it, you just kill him for it. You get a free punish. Yeah, I dig that shit. I think that so many moves in the game would be perfect for Brave Edges. I think Zos 1A is a perfect Brave Edge, because then it'd be 1A Brave Edge. Get rid of Soul Charge, kill Mina, 2B as well, nerf the offensive options. No RE, good game. I don't know about getting rid of character. I think Mina should probably not play the way that she does. I played Mina in a set against my friend Alyssa, who's a really good talkie player, and I beat her 5-1 with Mina. I have no fucking clue what I'm doing. My Mina's clean. My Mina's clean. 2B is not coming back, so no problem. Aswell is probably not coming back, so no problem. Don't you main Aswell, by the way? J-Sabs? Or you not main Aswell anymore? And Talim Talem's always been annoying to fight, but Talem in this game is especially a lot worse than she was in older iterations. Like, worse as in, like, more obnoxious to fight against. But I don't hate her. Like, I think she's alright. Now, let me see if I can get one more match before we get off. That's probably gonna go on YouTube. So if you're watching this shit on YouTube, please subscribe. That was just a little talk about, I guess, Soulcalibur defensive mechanics and what I want for them in the future. Hopefully, we have a Soulcalibur 7, please. Please. Don't give us RE back. Don't give us RE back. Don't give us Soul Charge back. I'd be cool with Brave Edges or Soul Attack. Soul Attack to get into Soul Charge would be fine too. That'd be sick. That'd be totally cool with me. I just don't want people to go, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and Soul Charge here.